So let's take a look what Mizuki does. I haven't even gone to the game, and yes, you can hear everybody playing the game right now, as much as I want to try. So let me see what this hero does. So, all right. Mizuki is a bit of the new random drop of a new hero. I don't think Mizuki's been teased in the lore yet. Mizuki's sub role is going to be a survivor. Survivor means using any movement ability will instantly activate passive health regen for at least 0.25 seconds. So like all the old role passives are gone now, except everybody has global passive of reducing healing by 30% if you deal damage to enemies. But now, if you press this, instantly he'll start regenerating some HP, as long as he doesn't take damage. Anyways, let's take a look at his kit now. So, 250 HP support hero. Primary fire, 15 ammo. It looks like I fire... I don't even know what this... These are like Japanese weapons. This is like a scythe firing a green projectile. It's called a glaive. That's what it's called. Spirit glaive. Throw a spinning blade that deals impacts enemies and rapidly deals damage. It's 30 damage base with 30 damage over time. So this just does damage. Does this bounce? Yes, it bounces. So this thing does 30 damage, then 30 damage over time, and it bounces like crazy. What is this? Oh my! Wait, it bounces a lot. So if you're in a closed room and your aim kind of sucks. How many times is this gonna bounce here? Let's go to a closed room. Whoa. 1v1, even if you whiff in a 1v1 in a closed room, that is pretty forgiving to kind of like keep hitting a hero. But the moment it makes contact, it doesn't bounce anymore with a person. So the physics might be a little jank. Crazy. Okay, so that's that. It just looks like it deals damage. It doesn't deal any sort of healing. You know, the other supports like Jetpack Cat or like Ana or Juno, if you shoot a teammate, it'll heal them. This is a purely offensive weapon here. That's number one. Reload animation looks kind of sick, actually. Look at that. Ooh, look at that refill. Ooh, right there. Melee is just a standard punch like this. Okay. What's it called? First ability is going to be called Healing Kasa. Throw your hat to heal an ally, bouncing the nearby allies, and then healing you when it returns. So it heals less on each bounce if you read it, right? 90 on the first bounce, 70 on the second, 50, and then 30 for yourself at the end. Of 25 meters, you have 2 charges of it with 3 bounces max, and then 30 guaranteed on yourself. If it doesn't bounce to a third target, if it only hits one person, that gets 90 to the first person, and then 30 back to yourself. But here it is. Boom. First person got the most healing. So you don't really have to think about it. You want to prioritize putting this heal on somebody who like needs it the most. If they're slightly out of range though, then I guess you can like throw it to a teammate and pray that the hat bounces to them within range. But boom, boom, boom. Very cool. That is very satisfying. I like the mechanic. So this is what Daniel was talking about earlier as the gameplay like physics. This is new, the healing Kasa. Pretty basic heal, 2 charges. Cooldown is approximately... It doesn't tell me the cooldown, does it? Oh, 6 seconds. That's pretty good. 6 seconds per charge. So like brick heal packs. Looking pretty good. This is the crit 2x. Oh, sorry, for the primary fire. Yeah, it looks like only the base 30 goes to 60 and then 30 damage over time. So it's 30 plus 30 or 60 plus 30, if that makes sense. Anyways, heal is pretty sick. Is it like Adam Warlock where I can look at the ground and self-heal? Can I bounce anything off the ground? No. So in order to self-heal from healing Kasa, you need to throw it onto an ally before it'll bounce back to yourself. Okay. Next ability is called the Binding Chain. Launch a tethering chain that hinders the first enemy hit. 50 damage, and it hinders for quite a while. Not so fast. If you make contact, they're stuck, and it hinders. So if Junker Queen ults, you can cancel it. They said it's really good for, you know, all the flyers, Jetpack Cat, if they're in the air like this. If I throw the tether, oh my god, that's out of range. I wonder what happens. I don't think they get pulled down, do they? Like this. Where are you? Where does this thing come back to? I've had In-N-Out before. It's fine. I had a big breakfast. I had a big American breakfast. A lot of eggs, bacon, and sausage. There's no escape. So they're just gonna be stuck in place. It doesn't like move them or anything. It just tethers them and holds them in place. They were saying if you can land this skill shot earlier, it can slow down the tracers. And all that kind of stuff. So it'll be, it's a pretty good move. Hinder. People are annoyed at Cassie having hinder. Now your support hero has a hinder. Okay, next ability is called Katashiro Return. Leap forward, leaving behind a paper doll. Reactivate to return and gain increased movement speed. Guys, this might be my hero. I love Loki and Sinclair and the other games. Oh, shit! Oh, my God! Wait, that's sick. Oh, my God. This guy looks so cool. Do one of these. I can return at any time, do some moves, and then teleport back to the last second. There's a little bit of a delay before you come back. It's not instantaneous. It's like a somber translocator. Yeah. Am I off the map? No, I'm not. Can the recall point be destroyed, though? I don't think so. You also have a 0.25 invulnerable duration, so if this thing is active and there's a diva, nerf this! Old translocator, I can dodge it, right? I get phased for 0.25 seconds of invulnerability. It doesn't look like you can... Can you leave behind the paper doll? Can you destroy the paper doll? I don't know. I don't know. Do you know if you can destroy the paper doll? What up? Do you know if you can destroy the paper doll at all, or no? You cannot? Okay, there's your answer. You cannot destroy it. Okay, next ability is going to be called, oh, the ultimate. Kekai Sanctuary. Create a sanctuary that heals allies, absorbs enemy projectiles from outside the area. Disappear! Domain expansion! What are we, Jujutsu Kaisen? No. Okay, what does it heal? It will heal 50 HP per second. That's pretty reasonable. That's basically a weaker Mercy Beam. I'm trying to think of any other healing numbers that match that. It's not going to be quite Invisible Woman status, let's be real, with like the amount of healing it is. But the big thing is it negates all projectiles in the area. Isn't that kind of sick? Okay, do you see these little bots? Let's turn these into like this, right?
Protect us, Kekai!
It's straight up a matrix. It is a straight up defense matrix, guys. So absorbing projectiles, the closest thing is AoE defense matrix. Yo, that is insane. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Sniper activation. Okay, hold on. Let me get my ultimate again. I forgot. Let me go pick it up. It doesn't last really long, but if you think the grab is coming, well, I mean, Ozari's not going to fire it. If they're inside already, though, I wonder if you can still use it. No, outside the... Create a sanctuary that heals allies and absorbs enemy projectiles from outside. If they go inside and you know they're going to be really clumped in, then I think they can go inside and grab you. But yes, it should stop stuff like High Noon intuitively. Basically a big AoE defense matrix. Now, it sounds really crazy for support here, but yeah, if you think about it, it's like a Mauga Cage. The Mauga Cage is basically a big shield, right? So it's like, it kind of already blocks projectiles in the same sense. Kind of like Cage. Big AoE, big heal. You can step in and out, play around it if you need it. But only outside in. So if I step outside of it and they step inside my circle, they can shoot inside to out, right? No, he can't wall climb. I know. They're like, wow, all Japanese heroes, Kiriko, Hanzo, Genji can all wall climb. He cannot wall climb even though he's a Hashimoto ninja. Well, that's crazy. Okay, now what is his, what else is going on in his kit here? His passive called Remedy Aura. He will always be healing nearby allies. He has a permanent Lucio Aura. Healing will scale with resources generated by dealing damage and healing. So here's all the aura gains he gets. He's got max aura, bro. What do you call it? I truly have to be aura farming with this guy. So if I'm a passive parry and not really doing much, it doesn't seem like not much is happening, but you can see the aura 1.4x right now, right? I'm dealing damage, dealing damage, dealing damage. Yeah, tethering people. 3.6. It looks like 4x. I have max aura right now. I have maximum aura, so there should be... See? Do you see the HP is constantly healing? Max aura right now. The sound effects are quite nice, too, right now. It decays really slowly. I feel like it's kind of like you want to have the highest aura uptime, so you have to be really active in the team fights. like this. Right? I get 0.2% multiplier every time I hit stuff. Now I'm max aura. So if I play with the team, I'm permanently auraing them. Although if I leave my doll and I leave, like they're not gonna get the heal. But I can come back, permanent aura. Boom, 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 boom. Very, very cool. What's the range on his primary? 30 meters. So that's his passive. That's basically on the whole time. That was his ultimate that we showed earlier. Now let's take a look at his perks over here. So, 2 perks. Minor perk is called Remedy Aura. Resource generation is increased by 20% versus Exposed Soul. Hitting an enemy with Binding Chain increases your damage dealt to them by 30% for 2 seconds. So, Discord or Binding Chain. So, let's try the Remedy Aura first. So, basically, remember, I was gaining like 0.2 for a body shot. I go to 0.6, 1.8, 2.2. You can see my aura building up in the center of the screen. I think as long as I heal some people, that goes to max instantly. So I can basically keep my aura at max. I feel like if you're really good and you're pretty much max aura all the time, then like maybe this minor perk isn't as necessary and you can go more offensive. But that's what it is, 20%, 25% resource gain. And then for his other major perks, we have... Sorry, there's 2 major perks. We have Resonant Return. Healing Kasa bounces 1 additional time. Each bounce increases its healing by 10 instead. Or versus Quick Step. While Katashiro Return is active, allies within the Remedy Aura gain 25% movement speed. So let's try this one first. Healing Kasa bounces an additional time. I mean, unfortunately, I don't have that many targets to bounce off of in the practice range here, but originally it would go 1 bounce first, second, and third, and then back to yourself. 3 bounces max. But now it bounces an additional time.
I'm a team player.
Does that mean it hit a 4th person, or I guess it hits the same person an additional time? Oh wait, I can change the moving bots to allies. That's a good shout. Is there enough that I can line up here? Oh, there we go. Dude, that range is really nice. That comes back to me because it's out of range, but that is really cool. Okay, well that's Resonant Return if you want to go more healing. And now if we want to check out the other perks really quick. Exposed Soul. Hitting an enemy with Binding Chain increases your damage dealt them by 30% for 2 seconds.
Seems right.
So like if I hit this tether on them, now I have amplified damage. So that's just dealing a ton. Although that window is really short. That's all I'm saying for the tether. What buttons can you realistically press? Like what are your DPS buttons? It increases your damage, not your teammates' damage specifically. So I guess, yeah, if I root them, I can only do like 1, 2, and maybe like a melee at most if they're already in my face. If I'm a very aggressive Mizuki, then maybe I can just bind them 1, 2, and then melee, TP back. Good for a flank style play style if you're not going to play with your team. Okay, his other major perk is going to be Quick Step. So while the return is active, allies within the Remedy Aura will now gain 25% move speed. So as long as I have my doll up like this, I have 25% move speed. And so do all my teammates. So this can be an initiation button. You lose your escape, but if you want your team to go, instead of a Juno Ring, Lucio speed boost, you can just press this and your whole team will just be able to you know, engage. And then you can bait your team to engage, and then you just back out and then bait your team to die. Perfect. Well, well, well. And that is Mizuki.
You're all right.
Huh, you're all right.
Not bad, not bad.
Not bad, not bad.
You're cool. Sometimes.
You're cool sometimes. It's a speed team boost because you see my aura has a ring right now, right? Do you see this? Do you see this yellow circle? That's my healing aura, like Lucio. But if with this major perk, anybody within the ring right now gets a speed boost. Yeah, all teammates. Okay. Is his primary attack heal? No, it does not. It is a damage only button at 30 meters. The healing button is basically his aura, and then throwing the hat to bounce. And then just keep engaging and attacking enemies so your aura strength gets stronger. That's all.
You're pretty good when you draw.
Okay, and that should be Mizuki.